just practicing to keep myself calm here.
Okay, I think we're ready.
That's my Paean to Medic 1 I wrote.
Really?
Yeah, it's got sirens in it.
Lights. No. Oh,
yeah,
we'd love to hear it.
It starts out with like an emergency. And then a phone call to the dispatch center.
When you have an accident in the mountains, one of the first things you need to worry about is the cold.
There was a woman missing just right over here on the back of Tenerife, the mountain I'm looking at right now through the window. She had been missing for 4 days.
Even in 50-degree weather, it can take only half an hour for a body to grow hypothermic while it lies on the ground. That's part of what makes us human. We're that vulnerable.
Our colleagues in search and rescue have been working on this search for 3 days, so it's my turn to come up to be the base operations leader for this 4th operational period. You know, I walk up to the base area, and there they are, and the victim's mom comes up and just gives me a long hug and says, "Greg, please find her for me." Okay, no pressure. We'll get right on that. Based upon the information we had from the previous 3 days and more work that we did, we found her about 4 hours later, 5 hours later.
Typically, the useful life that we allow for a rope is 10 years. It can be really hard to part with a piece of equipment that can symbolize safety and connection to friends or family members and also adventures.
All over the world, the men and women of Mountain Rescue volunteer to keep us warm. Through practice, they draw strength from their home to bring us safely back to ours.
We helped save their daughter, you know, a lot of tears. That was a big one.
We were like, all right, like, let's go find this route. You know, at the ranger station there's no cell phone.
If you want to understand the value of practice, talk to the men and women who volunteer for Seattle Mountain Rescue. They never stop training for their next mission.
So the plan is we'll head up to Practice Rock. We'll have 3 teams, and we'll work on raises and lowers and doing a transition between the two. Just get that foundational skill down.
No matter how experienced they are, they're continually refreshing their knowledge of their tools. That's how they strengthen their team.
For us, training is imperative. So we have a cadence of training that takes place throughout the year. It's as simple as just having everybody understand and know the basics of what they're doing and staying sharp on using the equipment that we have, but also working together as a team and making sure that we can cohesively operate and do what we need to do should we be called out.
If we have somebody who is gotten hurt on Mailbox or Mount Si or up on the Tooth or, you know, any one of a number of hikes or climbs here, we'll have a GPS location off of their phone. We'll know what to do, and we'll send a team up that night.
Every 3 days in all seasons, they go into the mountains of Washington State to save people. They volunteer their diverse skills for a common goal. It's their bonds with each other, created through rescue and through training, that provide their greatest security in the wilderness. These human ties are essential to make a place a home. This is a story about just how much it takes to build such a refuge, and how surprisingly little. And it's a story about how the bonds in this place, drawing energy from another far away, radiate outward through the community and across the landscape of our still unfinished country.